All right, welcome back to Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I think we're on episode 9. Last week, the adventurers made friends with just the cutest little sea hag, and they asked to borrow her cauldron. So they picked up the cauldron and ran off with it. Maybe that charm spell will wear off soon, and who knows what will happen.
Nope.
But you guys have just left this cave carrying a big cauldron, heading back towards East Haven, I assume. It is kind of late in the day. It's dark, and you've traveled all day already. So, what are you doing now?
Going as efficiently as possible back to wherever that lady is. Imdra. Right? The captain of the militia?
Okay. So if you guys traveled most of the day and now you're trying to travel back and you're carrying something, you can certainly do that, but you will gain a point of exhaustion before you reach your destination if you don't.
Or what time will we get to East Haven?
So I'm just going by what I remember from last time. I think you arrived at the cave around 3 p.m.-ish. You actually didn't spend a ton of time there, even though it was all of last episode. I'd say you were in there for probably less than an hour. And then you got held up a little bit by some harpies. So it might be pushing like 4 o'clock. Yeah, it took you maybe 6 hours to get there. So, and you were searching, you weren't like speedily going there. Now you're kind of speedily going back, but you're carrying this heavy, awkward thing. So I wouldn't say it's another 6 hours to get back.
Could we get to East Haven faster if we use the cauldron as a sled?
It's got to be downhill.
We'll jump in. Jack, you push.
Oh, I'm sliding too. Use a ghost hand to push.
Yes, mage hand.
Use the spirit fingers.
That thing can only hold like 10 pounds or something like that.
Can we conjure up like 100 mage hands?
10 pounds.
We're gonna sew together.
10 pounds.
Sew together our bedrolls. There's a constant breeze and make a sail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Homemade pirate ship.
Hey, we heard that there was a treasure anyway.
The boat that the fisherman had, was it broken or like damaged at all?
It seemed fine.
It would that hold all of us and the cauldron?
It probably would. You can't get it all the way back to East Haven though because of the ice.
Oh, that's
but
true.
you could try and take that for some of the way.
Do we think that would like save time?
You're unsure.
I'm also not a fan of boats, so like Dewey is not actually really suggesting it, but she's like thinking about it, but then it's like no. Let's just do it. I mean, we're planning on going back there and going to sleep anyway, essentially. We can go back to the room and go to sleep before going to the lady the next morning. We feel better about that? I don't care.
Yeah, because I need to rest.
We go back to the room, lock the room, we all sleep. That sounds good. Assuming that we can get back to town with a big magical cauldron without being noticed.
I don't think there's very many people in town. DM also just rolled a dice, and that's a little scary. So let's just like hop to it
just
and
a
go.
little bit. I'm expecting that the cauldron is.
We are walking and talking, just so everything is clear. We are very much walking and talking.
Yeah, because you have a time limit on that charm spell, so I assume you're trying to get as far away as you can.
Yeah. We're walking as we're debating our options. We have a long walk. We can talk about it. It's fine, guys.
Yeah. It does.
We're also rolling it on its side.
Okay.
Yeah, does it slide it all on the ice? That makes it a little easier?
It does not a great sliding because of all the engravings on it. It's not smooth, so it gets caught in every little chunk of ice. If you play with it a bit, you seem to feel like your fastest approach is to carry it.
Okay.
And as unpleasant as it is, it's just awkward. But 4 of you together can manage it and still keep a normal pace. It does start snowing a little bit on your way back. It doesn't really deter you too much. If that's you're just heading back to East Haven, you can see lights off in the distance, so it's not hard to find. I'll say you can get back with no problem. You will all gain a point of exhaustion on your way back, and you would be arriving right about 10 p.m.
Okay. Well, let's go back into the place we were staying and just do a room for the night and lock the door and maybe barricade it too. We'll just put the cauldron in front of it. How about that?
Works for me.
Coming in, you do notice even at this late hour, there is kind of more activity in this town than in the couple other towns you've been to, especially for this time of night. There are some people out near the docks, basically just tidying stuff up, pulling in some of their remaining fish catch from the day. Just cleaning up, getting stuff shut down for the night. You do notice, you happen to notice one of the piers is labeled as the East Haven Ferry, and it seems to be not operative at the moment, obviously, because the ice has the ferry locked in. Oh, this I can mark that on the one. That is in East Haven. It's called the East Haven Ferry. There it goes. Yeah, it's not too far from the inn you stayed at. So yeah, you are able to pick up the big cauldron and take it back to the White Lady Inn. Or are you trying to somehow be sneaky with it? You got 4 people carrying a big cauldron.
I'll put my bedroll over it.
Okay.
Also, I think our room is upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or you probably have a tent or something you could wrap it in.
The best job wrapping.
Okay, so you're going to try to disguise it somewhat?
Sure.
Okay.
I would. Jack would.
All right, but yeah, you're able to bring it in. It is a fun thing getting it up some stairs, but you manage to bring it inside and put it in your room. I think previously you all shared one room. I think you only rented it for one night. I don't remember offhand, but whether you did or not, we can say you can easily get the same room.
Cool.
All right, is that it for tonight?
Yes.
Let's see if I can fit inside the cauldron.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
Oh god. Are you gonna break it? Are you gonna?
Please don't break the magical cauldron.
Don't get stuck.
We do all that work.
6.
Oh no.
You
6.
bring it inside and you unwrap it, and you try to climb up in it. I think your shell's a little too big to fit within the center of it.
Okay, good.
And I'm just gonna lay across the top tonight. Keep inside my shell. Like a lid. Like a turtle lid. Just so I know it's safe.
I want to put it like in front of the door so we like know no one can come in. Like if there's a lock, we'll lock
That's
it. But
fine.
I think if we push it in front of the door, that will help too.
That won't bother me.
Oh yeah, so the cauldron itself at its widest is 4 feet wide, but the mouth of it is only 3.5 feet. So yeah, Jack's shell doesn't fit down in there. But yes, you can easily seal it off like a lid.
Are you?
That's a crock pot.
Are you tummy down or are you like back? Okay. So you're like cradling it and like holding it. You're like hugging.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an introvert. I sleep belly down.
Okay.
All right.
Belly up is a little vulnerable. You know, I get it.
Turtles don't do that. Things get them.
And definitely Bardaban and several other people in the main room like saw you carry this big object inside. They may or may not have noticed it was cauldron shaped, but you got some glances from the people.
I mean, I don't really care if they know what it is as long as they don't like try to steal it or whatever. I mean, we've decided we're giving it to the town, right? Like,
oh, we ain't decided that yet.
We haven't?
No.
Oh, okay. So we need to
give everything away, do we?
Are we going to the
perform for free? Soup for free?
I mean,
are we going to the point of do we
could
sell
start
it
a
or do
stew.
we give it?
Right. Like having like a nice little side hustle with stew.
I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, am I being is the bard being like the lawful good right now? Okay, we came here to make this area better and to help the people. That was literally our directive. Giving when they're all like don't have that much food and they're starving and they're sacrificing people and warmth. I think we need to like give them something that gives them food. I mean, if y'all want to haggle a price for it, that's up to you. But I don't. I think we just need to give it.
As a group, just make a perception check.
Ooh.
20.
Yeah.
23.
Ooh.
Did both of you roll nat 20s? Is that for real?
Yes. Oh.
Awesome.
19 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
20.
Okay. That's a 19, and then plus.
So just for an overall, what you've noticed since coming to 10 towns, of the 3 towns you've been to, you know, these are supposedly the 3 most well-off towns, and you have seen some hardship, but you've also seen like a lot of kind of business as usual. Like these people are used to rough winters. They're not used to having rough winters every season for 2 years in a row, but they're managing. You've heard about other places not doing as well. You've seen a little bit of that. But so far, East Haven is even like the most well-off town of the 3 you've been to so far.
Okay.
So where you've heard that there's lots of like need and lots of people going hungry, you haven't necessarily seen a ton of that yet, especially not in East Haven so far.
Okay.
So we would know of the other 10 towns that there are other places that are clearly suffering more from our previous research at Candlekeep.
Yes. So basically what you've heard, like at least the 3 towns you've been to, they're so well off that they're sacrificing people to try to make the weather better. Like they out of their plenty, they're getting rid of people. There's other towns not so fortunate. Some of them are sacrificing food. Some of them are sacrificing their heat sources.
Okay.
Because they can't afford, they don't have enough people to get rid of the people, otherwise the town would be gone.
So if we're going to go and potentially want to give this cauldron, whether as a gift or haggle for it, there are other towns that could use it for.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like push you in that direction. I was trying to give you more of like a sense of what you've seen so far.
I would want to know that.
And there's definitely, I'm sure there's people in East Haven who could use food, but so far this is the most well-off town you've been to.
Let's see.
You can barter for their soup. Dewey, you could set up a concert hall. It'd be so nice. We can get somebody else to run it while we're traveling. Think of the possibilities.
I was waiting for you guys to like set up a shop.
I mean, a food truck.
Oh god, a food cauldron.
A food truck?
like put it on a sled and like have it just
A food dog sled.
yeah. Well, now I'm just thinking if we need to like drag it to another town.
In the last episode, he was mentioning there was another town that we should be going towards. Do you think there's any chance that that's more of a, hey, there's another place I could use this cauldron more? And that, gosh, what was that? Was it Caer-Konig?
Caer-Dineval is what he pointed you towards. And he basically, to sum up, he pointed at the castle and said, you're not going to like the people you find there, but he encouraged you to basically make friends with them because they can help you.
Oh, okay.
Well,
and if you, I can throw in the other rumor you heard a few days ago is that the speaker of Caer-Dineval has been sick and no one's really seen from him.
That's right. Yes. Is that map that has all the towns? Is that not up?
There's the. Do you not have access to it? Oh, it's in. It's either in your. If on the right, if you switch to journal entries, it's listed under graphics. You should be able to see it there, or it's linked in Discord.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So, yes, the closest ones are Goodmead to the south, or the Caer-Dineval to the north. So maybe we just ask somebody in the morning, like where they've heard are, people that
Are suffering more.
Yeah, like food and all that stuff. I mean, we also need to think about we're trying to follow the Torts who left like a day ago, and we have no idea where they went. So they either could have gone to Goodmead or Caer-Dineval. So it's like a crapshoot anyway.
We're going to decide in the morning.
Yeah, we can talk about it in the morning.
All right. Yeah, if that's all your debate for the night, and you are safely in your room with a cauldron barricade with a turtle on top.
Yeah.
You guys can take a long rest.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Thank goodness.
All right.
You feeling a bit better this morning, Kashesi?
I feel great and like I really want to get out of this town.
Well, okay. So let's make a game plan. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go north? Do we want to go south? Do we want to take the cauldron with us?
Well, I think step one, we need to talk to Indra and tell her what we found about the fisherman.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I guess I was just meaning if we're taking the cauldron with us and not giving it to her, do we need to maybe keep someone behind to watch it? While or two of us behind to watch it while the other two go and inform her?
Hmm.
Would we know enough for between Caer-Dineval and Goodmead what the sacrifices of those towns are and like what the need of those towns are?
I think you had that information.
All I can remember about Goodmead is that's where the really good ale is supposed to be. And it hasn't been going out to the other towns.
Yeah, good meat is sacrificing warmth. So all of the sacrifices happen on the night of the new moon.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that sacrifice warmth, basically they put out all fires and they don't use blankets. Anything that can keep someone warm, they will not use it for that whole day.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
And Caer-Dineval is sacrificing food. So on that night, they collect big stores full of food, and they basically just put it outside.
That's where we're going. That's the ticket. We had a clue that we need to get on their good side anyway, right? We were told that we want their help. Now we have a thing that is going to be like, all right, that's the plan. So
we still have to negotiate a percentage.
Caer-Dineval doesn't sound like. I mean, I like money as much as anybody else, but hey, this is a place where they're so poor they're sacrificing food.
Well, that's what barter is for. They can bring songs, they can bring blues, they can bring pets.
Oh no, for sure. Like we're gonna, do that in the hope of getting something from them, in the form of information or aid or whatever, for sure.
Aid, maybe like a free couple nights at a hotel at one of the inns.
Like every time we come into town, this thing puts out enough food to feed a village.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good plan. We can figure out what we need to ask of them when we figure out what they may have that we might want. You know what I mean? Like it all kind of depends on what's going on up there. I feel like we've got to figure it out. I am fine going to the lady. Do you like my splitting up idea? What do you guys think? We just need to go to her, tell them that they're dead, and then come back.
True.
And so, I mean, like, technically, we need just one person to go to Indra. 3 of us can remain behind with the cauldron.
That's fine.
I'll send at least 2.
I am, persuasive if there's an issue, so I feel like I should maybe go. I'm a talker.
I trust Jack to watch the cauldron. I feel like he's the most intimidating.
Stay behind.
I'll stay behind with the cauldron too. Worst comes to worst, I'll buff people / I've got some dust to disappear, and we can make it disappear if anything goes bad.
Oh. All right, Kashesi, you gonna come with me?
Before we go, yes, I'm coming with you. Before we go, Jack, do you still have the moleskin with that stew in it?
Yeah, I do.
May I
I
borrow?
also have the stuff. Yep,
Right.
the fisherman soup.
Yes. Yep. Just gonna borrow it. You're right. All right. Right.
Leave a little bit if we need some for evidence.
What
All right.
I'm really kind of confused. Are you gonna bring it to her like this is what's left of them?
Oh God.
Maybe.
That's evidence. That's why I got it.
Try it. Let me know if it's
Well, we're not telling her about. Okay, we're talking about this before we go. We're not telling her about the cauldron at all.
Okay. Yeah. We don't have to say anything about the cauldron.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can say everything, but like, hey, we met this creepy woman named Maud, and we're
It was like eating them.
like charming our way out of there. But in the meantime, we saw her cutting up the fisherman friends.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So,
all right, I'm gonna. This isn't about making a deal for the cauldron. This is just telling her what happened to the people, fishermen.
Yeah. We're not doing the cauldron thing here. We're gonna go to a different town.
All right.
Yeah, we're just gonna update her and with the request that she asked. So, okay, cool. So we head over to the the town hall or whatever.
Yeah, you can go to the town hall, and we can skip ahead and basically say you eventually get a hold of someone who can get a hold of the captain for you.
Okay.
And yeah, they'll have you meet in the same meeting room that you were in earlier. And hey, back. It doesn't take too long before. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take too much longer before Captain Arlagath comes in and recognizes you and say, so you're back. Can you tell us what happened?
Unfortunately, it is as you feared, and I do not have any good news to share. We searched and we found what we believe to be their boat, and we found a cave with that was surrounded by harpies and had a giant like a ice giant skeleton guard and an old hag that was unfortunately luring people there and doing some dismemberment, which we believe to be the fishermen.
So they're in this cave, and she kind of just looks saddened.
Unfortunately, it was too late for us to do anything. They were gone.
Well, thank you for looking into it for us. That's the reason why we have specific fishing zones, and apparently they didn't follow the rules. And
I would be happy to. I don't know. Do I have a knowledge of like where this was that we were? I'd be happy to like show you on a map to like let you know that like this is a cave with a very.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'll call it a survival check.
Okay.
I'm like trying to remember your path.
Yeah. Like, because I would like to share with her like where, it was, so she can tell people like, hey, there's an old hag here. You don't want to be near that.
And you get that they know about certain things along the shore.
Yeah. I got a 15.
15? Yeah, if you she can plot a map of the lake, and you can point out approximately how you went and where you found the boat.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do that. Show her like where the boat was, and then where the cave is, just so.
And you can see on that map they have where the fishing lanes are marked out, and there's no fishing allowed near that shore at all.
Ah, okay. Well, they were taking a gamble and didn't pay off.
Yeah.
On the bright side, the hag did say that they were delicious. If that makes you feel any better.
And like Dewey will like cut an eye at not appropriate.
She will basically just kind of not really respond to that, but just thank you for your help and walk away.
Like, and if I was close to Kashesi, I would have like elbowed her. Like it would have been like, which, considering our height difference, would have been like I hit her in the head probably.
Yeah.
Like I elbow her like in the like side of the head. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of get that she's just like, thank you, I don't have to deal with these people anymore.
All right, so we're all good then. Right? Because this was like a deal thing. Like we had to do something for her to do other stuff. So we're even Steven then.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, we can head back to the White Lady then.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I was gonna feel like, I feel like I need to look.
We'll have Dewey and Kashesi both make a perception check.
Oh.
Plus 3 total.
20.
Okay, yeah, you notice as you're coming out of the town hall, about a block ahead of you, there's a small group of people walking, and you see a young boy run up and try to pickpocket one of them.
Oh. I don't do anything.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably doing it for food.
Yeah, after
what? I'm gonna like jump on a kid? No.
Because you see him like walk up and like just getting like real sneaky behind him, and he like waits for the perfect moment, and he seems to be successful at getting something and then runs off.
Is he like running further away from me, or
kind of down a side street, so it's kind of perpendicular to the way you're going.
Well, now it makes it feel like a chase. I'll elbow Kashesi again. Be like, see that kid?
Yeah, I thought that too.
I'm gonna kind of like, I'm not gonna like run like full run, but I'm you know what? No, I'm gonna full run. I'm gonna chase him. I feel like it.
Okay.
I have no choice but to follow her then.
It's a cat thing.
I know, and I'm trying to keep up with you.
If I feel like I need, to, I will use my special cat move and do double my speed.
Got it.
Can I do that?
All right.
Just a minute. I didn't expect this. I'm going to pull up the chase rules.
Ooh. Tell me the chase rules. Come on now, you tell me a kid runs away. You know I'm going to chase him.
We are going to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Dun,
okay.
dun.
Well, yeesh, that's 3.
Oh, okay. 17.
17 Oscar chassis?
3.
3? Okay. So yeah, the boy is up first. And he's dashing. He's going. He's going to do an additional dash. But has to succeed a saving throw. No, a constitution check, and that's a fail.
Ha,
So gains 1 level of exhaustion as he runs.
ha. Take that.
Alright, then Dewey is up. So you're about a city block behind.
Okay.
So you
I'm going to dash, and then I'm also going to use my kitty ability that also doubles.
Okay, so you've got 2 dashes and your regular movement. Plus, during a chase, you can continue to dash as many times as equals your Constitution modifier. No, to 3 plus. So wait, your Constitution modifier is
0.
0. So you can choose to dash up to 3 more times if you want to. But doing so, you risk gaining a point of exhaustion.
How much did my extra cat thing get me to him?
So he dashed twice and you've dashed twice so far. So you're basically just keeping in pace. You haven't caught up.
Even with my cat ability?
Correct, because you just dashed twice.
Oh. How did he dash twice?
He used this extra dash and he gained a point of exhaustion.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. I'll try it.
Okay, you'll need to make a Constitution check.
Okay. Do it. I can do it. 17.
17? Okay, you succeeded. You have gained 30 feet on him.
Okay. Can I...
You can do that 2 more times if you'd like.
How close am I?
I said a city block. I don't know how big that is, but Google tells me an average city block is like 350 feet.
Oh,
So you gained 30 feet, so you're now, if I'm using that math,
that's a
you're...
modern city. Come on.
Yeah, I know. We'll call it 300 feet is the city block, and you gain 30, so we're at 270.
Oh, ew, I'm just too far behind him. And there's no way I can, like, cut across somewhere?
So far, not really, not yet.
Hmm.
You can try dashing up to 2 more times, but you have to make a roll for each of them.
Yeah, but that still won't get me even, like, halfway to him. Kind of don't think I can catch up to him. Can I do, like, a check of, like, seems, like, dumb? I thought he was, like, closer and that I could catch up to him in, like, a time or 2. But I don't want to, like, spend forever chasing after this kid.
According to the chase rules, as long as you can see him, you can still keep going.
All right, fine. I'll try doing the thing again, the extra.
Okay.
That is 16.
16? Yeah, that's fine. You are 240 feet.
Okay. And
You
then
can
one
do
more
it
time.
again if you want, yeah?
That is 15.
15,
Like
yeah.
going
You're
down each time.
210 feet away, and that's the last one you can do this turn.
Okay.
Alright, so Kishazi is up. You just see your friend like bolt after this kid.
Please feel free to not follow me.
It's like I'm partly confused because I'm like, why is Dewey running when we have to go back and tell our teammates like what we're supposed to be doing? But I'm just gonna follow after her anyway just to see.
Okay.
But just keeping her in my sight is my goal. So I'm just gonna dash.
Okay.
I'm rolling.
You don't need to. Are you going to dash the extra times as well? You can dash
just one.
once normally, and you can dash up to 6 more times after your first one.
Got it. Okay. I'm just gonna do one extra for now, just to kind of keep Dewey in my sights because she's gonna outpace me regardless.
Oh, and Dewey, you're actually 30 feet closer because your actual normal move counts into
Gotcha. Okay.
So.
And 19.
Yes, you guys. That's good.
And I guess one more time. 17.
That was also good.
All right. I think I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. I'm figuring out my math because I messed something up somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So like if I did my normal is 30.
Yeah.
The dash is another 30. And I did my cat move, so that's another 30. So
Yeah.
I'm at 90.
And then you did
And
3
then
more.
I did 3 more. So that's 3 more 30s. Now we've gone too far from my brain. So it's 6.
You've gone 180 feet in that round.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why. Because the kid moved too. That's why. So you moved 180 feet, but you only gained 120 feet.
Okay, that's right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell Earl that I'm gonna run down to the lobby and get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. While we do this chase.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought this would be a quick little run around the corner and tackle some kid situation.
You're a cat. All is forgiven.
Oh. When I do my cat run too, I imagine that it's like an all fours situation.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me be able to go faster. Please tell me the kid like stumbles on a rock or something like that. Like that's all I mean.
Or the kid breaks out a laser pointer.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing this while I'm opening up another thing so I can track this better. So. Okay. All right. The kid's turn. He's going to keep going. He's going to run. He's going to dash. And that wasn't good.
Is his speed really that as fast as like me? Like
It's going to be 30.
What?
He has a complication, which is. He tries to turn a corner really quick, but it's icy, so he goes sliding, and
I need it.
Yeah, he does not make that turn. He basically just flips and lands on his.
Yeah.
So he, I'm going to say that
out.
I'm going to say he slides a good bit, but yeah, he doesn't get to run the corner that he wanted to.
But he's down, right?
Yeah, he's down at the moment.
Okay, so he has to like spin a turn to get back up.
He had to spend half his movement to get back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do his turn.
Good. That's what I like to hear. All right, dash away.
There. Well, we'll move and dash, right?
Yes, move and dash.
3 more special dashes.
I'm gonna try because I need to close this gap and like finish this. Okay. 16.
Okay, that's fine.
$14.
That's fine.
$17.
So yeah, you've
I caught him.
You haven't caught him. You're 90 feet away.
Okay.
Kashesi's up.
All right. Same move and dash.
Okay, move and dash, and then extra dashes.
Yep. Probably gonna do another 2. 17.
17 is fine.
Ooh, another 17.
17, okay.
And I can take another one.
You can do 4 more if you want.
Okay. Yeesh. Last one was not good. A 5.
A 5, you are going to take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
You can keep going if you want to, but you have 1 point of exhaustion.
All right. I'm gonna take one last one. 15.
15, okay. You're 30 feet behind Dewey now.
All right.
The kid is like looking around to like see if anyone like saw him, and he's noticing you like running at him for the first time. So he's like scrambles to get up and tries to run and turn the way he was going. So he has half his movement to get up, and then he's only going to dash once. All right, and it's Dewey's turn.
Move dash.
Okay.
And that gets me how far away from him now?
In 30 feet, you're going to hit the corner that he turned.
Okay. I'll try an extra dash. That's an 18.
Okay. You got to that intersection.
14.
Okay, you're just dashing around the corner. I'm going to have you make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the same ice that he tried to turn on.
I got this. That's a 20.
20. Yeah, I imagine you start to turn, but then if you have like your
The claws.
yeah, your claws like dig in and just hold you there, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Or I imagine like I've seen cats run on like a slick kitchen floor, and they like gallop in place for a minute before they take off.
Yeah. Did one of those.
Yeah.
Little skid. Okay, that was...
Those 2, you can do 1 more.
Okay. Ooh. How close am I?
You're 60 feet away.
Ooh, okay. So this one will hopefully get me 30. 15.
Yep.
So,
30 feet.
how much effect would Mage Hand either like grabbing the back of his collar I know it can't like hold him in place, but I'm either that or having Mage Hand come and like trip him.
Right at the moment in this turn, you've used your action to do all the dashes. So a chase participant can make attacks and cast spells,
It's just at will.
but
No, I forgot that it's not a bonus thing. It's just an at will.
yeah. So that would be to do another thing like that. That would be your turn.
Okay.
All right. So Chessie, you just saw her go around the corner.
Yep, looking to follow, so just gonna move and dash.
Okay, you got your move and dash, and you can do up to 6 extra dashes if you want.
Alright. I got a 10.
Okay.
And 11.
Okay. And the next one is where you're gonna have to turn the corner.
Okay, so dexterity saving.
Yeah, do your Constitution check first.
Constitution. Is that plus 5? Yeah. So that, and so 8?
8. You're gonna take another point of exhaustion.
Okay.
And I'm looking up exhaustion. I think I don't remember if it's 2 or 3. Once you get so many, it cuts your speed in half.
Okay.
Nope. When I search for exhaustion, I don't want WebMD. I want D&D.
Feeling tired? Might be cancer.
Yeah, your speed is now halved.
Okay.
So are you stopping there for that turn?
Yeah.
Okay. You are basically at the corner. Dewey is 30 feet away, and the kid is 60 feet away. And the kid is moving. He's dashing. He's doing an extra dash. Doing another extra dash. And gets a second point of exhaustion. He's going to stop there. Dewey's up.
We'll try the same thing again. So move and dash.
Okay.
Stupid. Stupid for what I wanted to do with it. It really is. I was just gonna like throw the kid an extra coin and being like, "Don't steal," and walk away. Now he's making me chase him all over the place. Ah. Okay. 13.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Another 11.
Okay, you've caught up with him.
I'm caught up.
Yes.
Can I like... I just want to like grab his ankle. Or like, whatever.
Yeah, so a chase can end when the pursuers are close enough to their quarry to catch it.
Yeah. I catch it.
Quarry is going to make a dexterity check.
Fail it.
I think that's if it's trying to hide. Yeah, are you basically going to try and like come up and like grapple or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just do a grapple.
I'm not trying to hurt him.
Yeah.
Like, let's be clear. I'm not like hurting or molesting a child. I just want to like stop him.
Go ahead and make it an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. Ooh, okay. Real good. 17?
Oh yeah, you got him.
Got him.
So we can end.
I'm literally gonna say gotcha because it feels like it needs to happen.
And yeah, he's out of breath. That was about as much running as he was going to do.
Okay, good. So like I'm like holding him down and be like, hey, maybe run after you. Why are you running?
But what? You were running after me.
No, I saw you, kid. What'd you steal? I saw you steal something.
I wasn't stealing. I was just pickpocketing.
What's that? What are you talking about?
And
Same thing.
he just holds up the little pouch he stole, like a coin pouch.
How much is in there? What'd you steal?
You want to open it and go through it?
Yeah.
Looking in the bag, there's a good number of coins in here. Looks like to be about 15 gold, 2 silver, and 3 copper.
If Jack was here, he would take that kid.
I was just about to say.
Why are you pickpocketing?
That's what we do.
Who's we?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah, we're in East Haven.
I look at this kid like I don't know what to do with him because I don't.
And he's kind of looking at you blankly, like, how do I get away from this cat lady?
Yeah. No, I'm quite sure he's never seen one of me before. That's fine.
And yeah, he's been kind of like squirming and moving, but you got a good hold on him.
Do you need money? Wait, what are you, or food? Like, what is it? Why are you doing, like, for what? What are you going to use this, what you're stealing for?
Just whatever.
All right, fine. Get out of here. I keep the pouch because now I'm just annoyed.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, Kashezi, you've caught up. You've heard most of this.
Okay, I've heard. Okay.
I was going to give him one of my little cakes and be like, this must be some poor, unfortunate soul that needs to resort to stealing and pickpocketing. But no. It's just what he does. Jesse, I'm disillusioned.
I'm just saying Little Mermaid.
I think we should go.
Have both of you make a perception check.
If that kid gets anywhere near
unfortunate
karate chop me,
soul.
no one is. He's not pickpocketing me.
13.
Let's see. I'm 3. 19.
Perception. So 16 total.
Yeah, you get up and you turn back towards the inn, and you immediately notice there's another person being pickpocketed down the way. It's like another exact same situation with different people.
I make the face I'm making, like, and just like do a slow like blink and like shake the head and be like, look at Kushus and be like, let's get the hell out of this place. Like, I'm so over it.
I just look back at Dewey and nod my head.
Okay. Whatever. Go back to the end, and I open the doors. Are you guys like just in the common room space?
No, I think we're in the room, like kind of guarding the.
Yeah. So you guys have your goal the whole time just to be stay in your room, keep the cauldron safe.
That's what Earl's been doing. Jack, if you've been there, I'd say we're playing cards. Maybe we're even trying to like throw cards into the cauldron or something.
Yeah, I've been looking at my mess kit, thinking of things I could do with it, and doing a few little sketches on my shell, thinking about stuff.
And I guess Earl's like looking at the runes and like drawings on it and trying to see if he can connect it to any of the languages and stuff that he knows.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Both of us?
Not Earl or investigation if you prefer, but I think your perception's pretty good.
22.
There does not seem to be any like writing or language on it, but from the engravings on it, this seems like it could be Fey in origin. So, or some kind of Fey magic could be empowering it. You mostly get that because it's like scenes of satyrs and nymphs holding ladles and dancing.
Would I know whether this is like of this world or on this plane?
I mean, it's here now. I don't think there's any idea of like where the object came from. But the magic might be tied to the Feywild.
What's the name of the cauldron?
It's called a Cauldron of Plenty. But yeah, after it feels like they've been gone for a while. But eventually you'll. Are you kids keeping the door locked?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, eventually someone's suddenly trying to open the door.
I'll do the secret knock.
Okay.
They know it's me.
So yeah, you recognize when Dewey's coming in.
So are you have it locked?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess if you
All right.
let you in and be like, Dewey, are you okay?
No, we just like need to get out of this place. The pit.
Oh no,
It took you so long.
was Indra upset?
No, we're all good. That's fine. Like, let's just get out of here. This place is like getting me down, you know? So, just done. Just done with it.
Oh, poor Indra. I'm
No.
sorry to hear that she disappointed you, or what?
No, it's just this place.
Kashashi, what's going on?
Just the vibes, you know. Not enough sunlight here. Just deep for the skin. Yeah, it's time to go. It's too cloudy. It's time to go. Jack, here's your most
What's that?
I kind of look at Jack. I'm like,
Thanks.
I'm not sure I believe him, but I just kind of shrug. I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna look at their person and see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, make a perception check.
Oh, I'll toss the like in a like very like you come into a room, just like toss something and like you're like done for the day. You just like toss something onto the bed, like whatever. I'm gonna toss the little bag of money over to you, Jack. And just be like, let's just get out of here, and I'll just like toss it to you.
So yeah, you didn't notice that at first, but yeah, it's quickly revealed that there's another money pouch. And with that, you do notice Kishezi looks a little bit winded, pun intended.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, I'll toss.
What was
the
that?
pouch
What
to
was
you.
that for?
Just don't even
All
ask.
right, I'll say what was this for?
Just don't even ask. You don't. It's
Jack probably just assumes you got a reward for checking in on the fisherman.
sure. Yep.
Yeah. All
There
right.
you go, bud. Count it out. Do whatever you gotta do with it.
Okay.
I don't really care.
How many pieces are in there?
Yeah, it's 15 gold, 2 silver, and 3 copper.
3 copper.
I was emptying that into your normal money pouch.
Oh. Specify. So yeah,
Okay.
it's in there.
All right. So now you also have an empty pouch if you want to add that to your inventory.
I don't want to leave so quick. I still got shopping to do. When are we going to check out the general store?
I'm with you. I feel like I could use another potion since I ran through 2 of them.
Are we able to shop and get to
Good.
the next town by nighttime without being exhausted, or hiding this cauldron? How far is Caer-Dineval from here?
Okay, to get from East Haven to Caer-Dineval, load. It's about 12, 13 miles, but it will be along the road, so it's pretty easy travel. Chessie is exhausted, so that would require slower travel.
Could we go normal speed if Kasheshi, like you just hang out in the cauldron and we push you?
I'm down for that.
My question was going to be: is there a shop on the way out of town? We could just do like a quick swing in.
Or could
Depends on what you're shopping for. If you're looking for like an anything store, asking around, the best place is probably the Lion Shield Coster, which is more to the south of town.
could only one of us do the shopping, so like we're not carting through town with like this big, like 4-foot like mystery thing in a bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I can be patient.
Yeah.
Either that, or we can wait till we get to the next town.
Yeah, you got information from someone. Basically, Lion Shield Coster's there, further south of town, so it's not really on your way.
All right, I can wait.
I'm with you. Like, I want another potion, so we can.
All right, so you guys are just hacking up your cauldron and heading to Caer-Dineval?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we trying to like disguise it against Dale? Like wrap it up so people don't know?
Wrap it up in a tent?
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how we're gonna get this down the stairs.
Same
The
way you
easy
got
part.
stairs, pretty much.
Roll it down.
Pivot.
Oh god. Oh, friends.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a break on this because if Kashesi is literally walking at half speed, you're not going to get there today.
Is the solution of pushing her?
What's wrong with Kashesi?
Cauldron, like not a better, quicker way?
Because then you'd still, I'd say, if 3 of you are carrying the cauldron and Kashesi, it's not going to be a normal pace.
What's wrong with Kashesi?
She has 2 points of exhaustion right now, and the
You replenish that away?
replenishing that is to take a long rest. Basically, every time you take a long rest, you lose a point of exhaustion.
And eating a tundra cake wouldn't help.
No, that would prevent you from getting more exhaustion. So let's say at a normal pace, you would get there in about 6.5 hours. At a slow pace, it's like twice that. So I'll cut it in the middle and say it'll take about 8 hours. So you'll be getting into Caer-Dineval right before like the rest of you would take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
So on the Icewind Dale map, lost where I'm at. Over. So you guys come west along the east road, and we hit this fork. You travel north to find your way along the shore to Caer-Dineval. Add that to your map. There it is. So on the opposite shore of Gidgewish, from where you met Mond last time. And yes, it's been a lot of up and down hills with the cauldron to this day. But you'll say even if you guys were delayed with your chase through East Haven, you didn't get a super early start out of the city, you can make it in basically, I guess I'm going to say by like dinner time, by like 6 o'clock.
As we travel, I want to keep an eye out for a small stone.
An eye out for what?
Rock.
Just any rocks?
Rock. Yep. Smooth, round.
Okay.
Near waterside. Driftwood, perhaps.
Make an investigation check.
2.
You say 2?
Yep.
Yeah, strangely, you have a hard time finding what you're looking for. A lot of it is kind of just underneath some snow and ice. It is snowing, so there is a kind of just a layer of snow blocking you from finding the rocks you're looking for. And you're also like carrying a cauldron, so that's kind of taking a lot of your focus.
Fine.
But we can bring up the Caer-Dineval map. Should be on your navigation bar now. And you come into town from the west here. And here. Coming into town from the west here. And you notice the whole town is basically along one road on a hill. So heading to the south, it heads downhill towards the docks, and heading to the north, it heads uphill towards the castle. And looking around, there's pretty much no one on the road at this time of day. And you do see a couple of the houses have like smoke coming from the chimneys. People are cooking their dinner, but it's mostly dark. The streets aren't lit. Not a whole lot of activity here.
Is
I'll
there
do my lights if we need a little bit of light.
Still snowing? Indeed.
Yeah, it's still been kind of just lightly snowing all day since last night.
Are there any like
Are
guards?
there any lights?
You just see there's a couple of houses that have lights on, but there's kind of like candlelit inside. You can see. There's no like outdoor lighting. You do see across the little ravine there. There are lights on at the castle. You can see that's lit up.
Are there any guards like when we enter?
You don't see anyone.
Okay.
If we're walking down the road, do we see anything that looks like either like a town hall or like an inn?
Well, which way are you going? So you kind of come into the town, and the road kind of you can go left or right.
I would assume we head towards the castle.
The castle.
Okay. Yeah, you're just walking along. You see mostly that looks like residences. There's some bigger ones, but most of them are just kind of small houses. Occasionally, you might see what looks like would be like a storage building. Go ahead and make a perception check. Anyone who's looking into the buildings.
19.
I got like 14.
20.
So I guess Earl and Kashessa, you guys notice that as you're heading further north, there's a house up here. This one. It looks like a normal house, but there is a window, and there's a sign that says closed. You just happen to notice that. So maybe that was some kind of public space, but there's a sign specifically saying they're closed.
If we go closer towards the building, could we see what type of building it might be?
Potentially, yeah. It looks like a house. There are windows around it. It seems dark inside, but you could you can make some use of your dancing lights possibly and look through a window.
Yeah, I'll move the lights wherever anyone needs them. I'm going with like a yellow glow today, so it's very natural.
So are you trying to look into this house?
Yes.
Looking in through kind of the front window, you do see kind of just like shelves full of different like ornaments or knickknacks or things that seem to be on display. So kind of you're unsure if this was like a store or like it's some kind of display that's set up. You're not really sure the nature of it though. Make another perception check while you're looking in.
$21.
Okay, you do see on the far wall there seems to be like some kind of poster or artwork that's framed on the wall, and it has the. Let me look. Let me describe it right.
We send your lights down the chimney. We'll light it up from the inside.
So basically, you see
terrifying. Hopefully, no one's in there.
So yeah, looking and you see this basically it's a poster or some kind of framed artwork. It is mostly green with a narrow kind of white triangle pointing in from the top, and another one kind of coming up to meet it from the bottom. And the text on it says Lonelywood, home of the halfling hero.
Oh. Could I do a history check on that? See if I know anything about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're
18?
not in Lonelywood though.
18. You recognize you've seen this green and the two white triangles before. It is the basically town symbol of Lonelywood. You saw it when like researching the different towns in Candlekeep. You're not sure who the halfling hero is.
But it's like recognizable within like the 10 towns as some type of.
Yeah, it seems kind of like I don't know if you ever seen like a travel brochure for like different cities. Mm-hmm. It seems kind of like that. It's like an advertisement for Lonelywood.
Well, I guess we keep walking, maybe towards the castle. Either maybe the castle's like a tavern, or just let's just see what we find.
Their business hours posted.
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
10. You don't see anything like that, but you did notice on the main door there is the word Culver's. But yeah, if you guys keep walking up towards the castle, you kind of get to this fork in the road where the road forks off north to Caer-Konig, and then you have to start kind of going steeply uphill, more so than you have been through the rest of the town, to get up to this building, which appears to be some kind of inn or tavern.
Perfect.
There we go. Please be open. Because otherwise, this cauldron's a sled. Guess let's go up to the end, see if it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go to the front door, it is open, and it is bright and warm inside. It's not super busy, but there are a few people here, and there seems to be some people waiting tables, serving meals and drinks. Yeah, they'll welcome you and ask if you'd like a table, and see your giant object you're carrying, and not
Was
quite
I
sure.
inside for the entire time?
I'm assuming we'd ask for a room first, right? And like put all our stuff down.
And basically the host there will be like, oh, one moment, and soon another man will come in, a human male, and it's like, hello, I'm Rourke. Welcome to the uphill climb. I see you've asked for a room. Unfortunately, we don't have any rooms available this evening. But if you'd like a meal or a drink, we've got our tavern is open. If you really want a room, you might inquire in at the castle. I don't know how hospitable they'll be, but it won't hurt to ask.
I guess Earl will ask, why would they not be hospitable? Who lives there?
It's the town Speaker Seaver, and his servants. Just the Speaker's been sick recently. He's fallen ill, something horrible. So they might be just kind of guarding him and his health closely. But I don't know. I'd say go check it out and see if you can help.
I feel like
kind of
we're
acting
just,
this
like,
weird
I'm actually
conversation.
annoyed.
I feel like we awkwardly shimmied this in through the door. We like climbed up this hill. We're like, okay, all right. And then he's like, turn around, and I'm like, and like awkward shimmy backwards out the door.
I'm gonna like way to the front. I said, "Inquire at the castle. Sure, something for us. We don't need much."
So you might have cut out in the middle of that.
We'll even surely you have something to offer us. We don't need much. Be willing to pay and barter a bit more. Go cook some of the meals tonight if you make a place.
Oh, our tavern is certainly open. We don't have any place for guests to stay the night. If that's what I understand you're looking for.
Not even a closet.
Gotta go to the castle, guys.
I'd whisper, do y'all just want to sleep in here?
No.
Like yes, unfortunately the town's inn has been closed. There isn't a whole lot of other places I can direct you to.
Well, we can at least get some food here.
That's true. Should we have dinner? I mean, can we,
Yeah.
is there space with us with this thing? I just feel so awkward.
If we don't get food after traveling for 8 hours, won't we all be exhausted?
Yes, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you do have rations and stuff you could eat.
Let's eat, warm up a little bit. We just climbed up a hill.
Yeah, I'm not eating a ration after all that.
Yeah. So yeah, you can sit down and they have hot chowder, and that's mostly what they serve. That's kind of their specialty here. It's not too much unlike the other trout chowders you've had sampled around 10 towns. Here, if their drinks list is about as small as you've seen. They're basically all out of any kind of beer or ale. They have basically water and goat's milk.
I asked the server, what honey mead?
And unfortunately, we're just out of everything. Just since the East Haven ferry closed, we just haven't been getting supplies up this way.
Mm.
All right, chowder it is.
Yeah, I'm fine with chowder.
Yep.
And the chowder they have here is pretty good. It's probably one of the better ones you've had so far, but one's the kind of the only thing they can make. They're making it pretty well. It's well seasoned.
I want to look around look around the room for any games. The deck.
Nothing so far. There's only about 2 other parties in here, and they just seem to be just quietly eating chowder, having a quiet conversation.
Would we hear anything unusual from those 2 parties?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
16.
See, if you're trying to listen in, they're not talking about anything super interesting. They seem to be locals, just kind of complaining about all the usual stuff. It's cold and the ferry's closed, and some of them. One group is looking to move out of the town soon. There's nothing really left here for them to do. Can't really go fishing when everything's frozen. And
So this is like one of the towns where they can't even fish.
yeah, if they wanted to go fishing, they'd have to either cut through a bunch of ice, or they'd have to take their boat a long ways out until they found water. Because their whole dock is frozen over. That's kind of how it's been at the other towns, at Targos and at East Haven, but they just had more people willing to walk out on the ice to find the fish.
Just they get this good chowder. Very broken.
Yeah, and
Gonna be eyeballing the soup.
Yeah, otherwise you have a welcome hot meal after your journey, but kind of not super lively here.
I Well, looks like we're going to the castle.
Let's do it. Shimmy back.
Hold on.
Right.
Eyeball the hill and decide if it's steep or if we should leave it here or but how much steeper is the hill? I wanna
Oh no, we're taking this thing all the way to
we're
the castle.
taking this thing with us. Like if we were guarding it in a room, I'm not gonna leave it in the open.
Because we would probably be taking it to the castle anyway, right? Like that's where like the heads of town are.
That's where the head of the town is, or even if he's sick, like we can at least say, hey, we have something that your town could use.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't go to the people.
Well, let's see what's going on first.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, you guys, there's another steep hill to climb up to come up to the castle. There are two towers along the road you pass that seem dark. You're not sure if anyone is in there. And you'll come up upon the castle gates. This castle isn't super large. I mean, this is the one and only castle in Icewind Dale that you know of, and there's lots of history and lore attached to it. Kind of seeing it in person, it's maybe not as majestic as you might have thought a castle might be. It's just not as big as you might have imagined. It's still a castle. It seems well fortified. But coming up to the front gate, the gate is shut, and there you can see some basically looks like torchlight illuminating the room above the gate.
Is it wood? Like, do we knock?
You could try.
I will give it a little rat-a-tat-tat. Hello. Good evening.
One moment. Let me see if there's anything that happens here.
Knock 3 times on the gate. Let me in. If they take too long, I start making a song out of it.
Yeah, after just about the time you start singing,
Great.
Yeah, someone will shout down and say, "Speaker Cranach Seaver is too sick to entertain guests. Please turn around."
We are travelers.
Well, we have a delivery. Do we?
We were told that we could find a room here to stay. We have some interesting I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
Tell them we have some wares to show them.
We have something that might interest the people of this town that we would like to discuss with someone and also have a place to stay. This is quite important.
Make a persuasion check.
Say too, like we came all the way from what you call it, the Avowed of Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is going to be a 19.
Say, Speaker Cranach Seaver has no need for your wares. Please turn about.
This isn't a wares situation. This is a diplomatic discussion and assistance.
And yeah, there's no response after a moment.
I knock more and I continue my song. Like louder and with a horn accompaniment.
God.
And they will get a response. Please turn away or you will be removed.
Hello, did you hear me? We are here on a diplomatic assistance mission. If you care about anything about this town and it's surviving this eternal winter, you will let us in. Can I do some another persuasion or intimidation, whatever you want me to do?
Sure, either one. Do it with disadvantage.
It's fine.
I want to try intimidation.
Disadvantage. I'm better at persuasion, so I'll keep doing that. Disadvantage is going to be an 18.
Okay. And what is Jack doing to intimidate?
I'm going to say that let us in, because when he finds out what we have, his neck's going to be on the line.
Okay, make your intimidation with disadvantage.
$11.
They don't seem to respond to your persuasion or
Not to mine?
Wait a moment for. Yeah, these people are sitting in a fortified castle. They don't seem to care about whatever you have to offer.
Castle.
I mean, what do you think, guys? Do we just say what?
I mean,
What we
I think
have?
that flickering would help a lot.
Like, do we just need to say we have something that will solve all your problems?
I mean, maybe.
We would
Or
like to discuss it with you.
I mean, or just get arrested and have them places safer tonight.
Well, I think our only options are to camp out or to do some breaking and entering.
Yeah, so they'll basically shout down again, asking you once more to turn around. But Earl, you'll hear a familiar voice that says, "To speak to Kadroth."
And I'll tell everybody. Quillcrack is speaking to me. He's mentioning someone named, what was his name?
Kadroth.
Kadroth. Would I know who Kadroth is, or have we heard of this name before now?
Make a history check.
History? Okay. 18.
You have no idea who Kadroth is.
Okay, not even close. And then I'll tell everybody, does anybody know, has anyone heard of a Kadroth?
No.
Mm-hmm.
What about him?
I'm going to shuffle through my papers.
Quillcrack says that we should ask about him.
Okay.
Maybe I'll kind of talk to I'm like, guys, just give me a moment. And it kind of looks like Earl, like if this were modern times, he's like kind of walking away, trying to pretend he's talking on a cell phone. See if Quillbrack will talk to him a little bit. Quillbrack, want to give me any more information? Like where we could find him? Who this guy is? Is he a guy? Is he a goblin? Is he a friend
Make
or
a
foe?
persuasion check.
Okay. I should use these dice. 19.
You hear him respond kind of angrily, like, I've told you what you need to know.
And Earl will kind of mutter back, if I knew what I needed to know, then I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? Just kind of like angrily to himself. I'm like, you're not going to say anything else, are you?
He doesn't respond.
Earl kind of kicks some snow, like like really angrily, and kind of stomps a little bit. So I think anybody who sees this just kind of sees Earl seemingly talking to himself and like stomping snow like a toddler almost. Yeah. The only thing we have, guys, is we got a name. One of us can go back to the inn and ask the proprietor, or sorry, the tavern, and see if they even know who this guy is.
Why don't we ask them right here? Say that, what was his name?
I'm sorry, Stephen, I can't pronounce that word.
Kadroth.
Kadroth.
Well,
I'll yell up, we're here to see Kadroth.
and I'm like, do we?
Put it on.
I'm like, do we maybe subtlety? And I'm like, or I was like,
No.
never
Sorry,
mind.
And the front
Let's put it on the arrow.
gate opens when you shout that.
Thank you.
And as it does, you see that basically it's an iron portcullis that comes up and leads into like an inner chamber, like under like an archway. And there's a second one that has not opened up yet.
It's a trap.
I'm a little skeeved out, guys. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna go back to the drawbridge.
We were warned that these people would be difficult, but that we needed them. Were we not?
I mean, the guy for whom we were having such a friendly conversation is not even talking to us now.
I'm gonna walk in.
Then you're leaving everyone else back with your cauldron. So you walk in, you can see above you, there's basically like holes in the ceiling. You can see some light drifting forth.
Mm-hmm. Where they shoot arrows down at me?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's dark and shadowy under here.
Okay. And then there's another door. Can I knock
There's
on?
basically another portcullis in front of you. That's basically iron bars, basically preventing you from entering into the courtyard.
Oh, okay.
I do see there's lots of like footprints in the snow through here. So people have been in and out of here a bit.
I'll say, hey, you forgot the last one.
And is your entire group joining?
I'm not joining.
Guys, like, come on. You know we gotta just go in here.
Do we? Do we have to? Do we?
So then the first portcullis is going to start closing again behind Dewey.
Are y'all gonna come or not?
Fine.
I'm gonna quickly roll the cauldron under the gate.
Okay, so you're just kind of, as it's as it's closing, you're going to kind of like Indiana Jones go through at the last minute?
Oh, I'm gonna shove the cauldron under it
Oh,
so
okay.
it stops it from closing.
Okay.
Oh.
Can we not do that? Because then the cauldron might break. Like, would
Cast iron.
Would Earl know that how strong this cauldron is?
You're unsure if it will hold. You don't know how strong the gate is. So, Jack has put it in place, and it's still lowering.
Earl, who was going to stay back, he's like, okay, this can't happen to this cauldron. Like, and he just like shoves the cauldron forward with him in it, like, you know, like kind of muttering to himself.
Okay, Earl, are you or Jack? Are you resisting that at all?
Your last one,
I'm just
Jack.
surprised.
Okay.
I'm not going in there till it's clear.
So Dewey and Kishesi are in. Earl pushes the cauldron in. Jack is the only one withholding at the moment, and you're running out of time to get in there.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Then the gate is going to shut with Jack on the outside.
What? God, this does not sound good.
For y'all.
What should be like a band of murderers in here or something?
All right. Do they open the other gate?
So far, the other gate is not opened yet. You're just kind of stuck in this little room.
I told y'all.
I start singing my song again about opening the gate.
Look,
Make a
more
performance.
rocks and stuff. Do I find any?
Performance.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
That's a 22.
But you are rocking out to this gate song.
I'm looking for a rough rock and a smooth rock. 15.
Up in kind of if you go up to the sides in some of the rocky hill area, you do find some stones that I think will meet what you're looking for.
Yes. Put them in my shell and don't say anything.
Okay. A good 2 minutes pass, and eventually towards the castle, across the courtyard, you do see the doors open into the main keep.
Bye.
Yeah, so it's directly across from you. You can see into the courtyard. Straight back are basically two double doors that go to the main keep, and you see some light open as the door opens and someone walks through and comes up and kind of approaches you. And it is he's a tall red tiefling. So tiefling is basically a person who has long horns that curve off of his head and go back, and he has a long tail. He seems to be dressed quite well in like a long kind of I want to call it cerulean bluish like over jacket, which seems to be lined with some kind of fur on the inside, and he's wearing a nice button-down white shirt with like a waistcoat and fine pants, and kind of like I don't even. Oh, okay, I see what he's got. Like long white socks, and his pants don't go all the way down. They're like capri pants, so you can see his socks. And he's got just nice boots on. So he's like a well-dressed tiefling gentleman. Says, "Hello, I'm Kadroth. You summoned me?"
Yes. I totally act like I know who he is and why we're here and why we're talking to him. Yes, we came here. First, we are from we're from Candlekeep, here on a diplomatic assistance mission. We were told that this is a town that we might be able to help with, and that you were the person that might be able to help us get some discussions and then possibly a room for the night.
And he just kind of lights up and he just lets out a big laugh. It's like, ha ha ha, Candlekeep sent diplomats to the Knights of the Black Sword?
What?
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
Okay. Black. Okay. Dirty 20.
You've never heard of the Knights of the Black Sword.
Of course not. Okay.
And so yeah, he just seems delighted by what you said. He's like, let them in. And both ends of the portcullises will start to slowly rise up. And as you have clearance to go through, he'll kind of step forward and like his reach his arm out and be like, come on in, Swarmer inside. Tell me everything you want to hear from Candlekeep. I want to hear everything. And he seems pleasant and happy.
Earl's kind of suspicious of this.
I know.
It is really suspicious.
Dewey is also now.
Did both the doors open, or am I still locked outside?
Yeah, no, both of them opened. So once it's high enough, you can get under it. You're free to walk through.
All right, I'll catch up.
And I'll say, friend, what do you know of Candlekeep? Why are you so interested?
The Great Library. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you've been there. You tell me. I've got my own library. It's not anything near Candlekeep, but it amuses me.
Amuses you. And I'll just simply ask him, do you know anything about the speaker? Have you seen him? How is he doing?
He's been quite ill, but it is nice of you to check up on him. He does have the best of care.
And how can you be sure of this? Are you looking after his care personally?
We've been looking after him since he grew ill.
You mean this? What was the group you called it? Like the
Knights of the Black Sword. And he'll hold up a medallion he's wearing around his neck. There's seems to be some kind of black crystal, and he'll like hold it up and show it to you.
Can we discuss this inside?
Yeah, this whole time he's walking in kind of slowly. It's not that far to get in, and yeah, he will open the doors, and looking into this first room, it appears to be well, here I'll back up. As you're entering the courtyard, you do see the tall double doors to the keep, and above that there are unwelcoming rows of arrow slits and barred windows on the upper floor. To the east of the double door is a small single-story building with a slanted snow-covered roof. And west of the double door are two unused merchant stalls with torn canopies. And you see tucked under some icy stairs in the northwest corner is a slender wooden hut with a crescent moon carved into its flimsy door.
I know what that is.
So you see those things kind of in the courtyard on the way in. Then you, coming into the Great Hall, this once grand hall is dimly lit by chandeliers. They're missing most of their candles. You see 3 long tables in the center of the hall, and they're littered with dirty dishes, and there's a young tiefling servant collecting them. There's a stone staircase on the far wall, heading up to a pair of 20-foot-high balconies that hug the walls above. On the landing in front of you, directly across from the main entrance, there's a banner depicting the town's heraldry, which is a stone watchtower on a dark blue field, with a horizontal red fish facing to the right under the tower. But Kadroth kind of welcomes you in and heads to a door to the left of the room. And goes through the door. So is everyone just kind of following along?
Mm.
Yep.
So you come into it's a well-appointed sitting room. It has there's a fire and a fireplace. It seems pretty cozy. There's some furniture to sit around, and there are bookshelves filled with books.
Oh.
Okay. At a glance, would we be able to notice anything about the books, like what type of books there are, like the titles and stuff, or like
You'd have to if you wanted to go up and inspect them closer, you could probably do that. But just from across the room, I don't think you'll see much.
Okay. If people are going to the sitting room, then Earl would go towards the bookshelf at least, and be kind of casually looking at the book, seeing if he sees anything unusual.
Sure. So yeah, basically there's a sofa across from the fireplace, and there's 2 chairs. Kadroth will go and sit in one of the chairs near the fireplace and kind of motion everyone else to the remaining seats. But if you want to look around the bookshelves, go ahead and make an investigation check. Is there anything specific you're looking for in the books?
I'm looking to see if there's anything in terms of
necromancy.
Right.
Evilness.
Arcane Brotherhood, sorcery. Maybe if he's claiming that the town speaker's doing okay, I would expect there to be health and medicinal books.
Okay. What was your investigation roll?
Okay. 18.
You do see kind of a collection of general stuff. There's a book on ale brewing. There's a book about dragons. I see a book about the history of Caer-Dineval.
So it's very generic.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any particular theme, and it also doesn't seem to be in any kind of organization to it. Some of them seem to be nonfiction, informational stuff. Other ones seem to be novels. There's even some that are akin to a comic book.
Yeah, I wish I could figure out if these are books that we would know the speaker would be interested in, but I can't think of a single role that would determine that.
But yeah, Kadroth will kind of address the group and well, tell me what does how can we serve Candlekeep? We've come a long way.
Well, really, we've come to help the town. We weren't really aware of the Knights of the Black Swords involvement here. How did you guys come to be here?
Well, just through the grace of our Lord Levistus, he set us up here to help protect the town and the rest of Icewind Dale.
This?
Yeah, go ahead and make a religion check.
Yeah. Okay, thank God.
It's feeling pretty culty in here.
24.
Yeah, Levistus is one of the lords of the Nine Hells.
Oh, great. Okay. Crap.
How was it before you got here? And what's changed? Y'all been here?
Well, we've just been trying to just help establish a base here to make sure we have everything that we need, and to trying to think of this isn't Kadroth stumbling, this is Steven stumbling.
Was the town in bad shape before y'all arrived?
Well, the world is in bad shape. I've seen the weather outside. It is not normally like this. But we'd like to try to make the most of the situation, and we are trying to do what's best for just us and our leader.
And
Honorable.
honorable.
The castle here already? Or did y'all...
Oh yes, this castle has been here for centuries. It is quite well built.
The people in it when y'all got here?
There have been. The speaker is staying here. He's invited us to help out while he is under the weather.
Yes, so with Candlekeep, we have also been sent here to help with figure out this eternal winter and to try to help and or stop it in any way that we can. Do you have any leads or information?
Yes, we do have scholars working on the same problem right this moment.
Yes.
I don't personally have that information, but it is something that we are desperately working on.
Okay.
Oh, Lavasta should be able to hands up.
Certainly, and we are here to help him in any way we can.
How involved in you are you the town? Just kind of just maintaining your base here. Do you connect with the townspeople at all?
When we need to, we're here to serve Speaker Krennic Seaver in his time of need, and as much as he would like to, like for us to participate in the town's affairs, we will.
Are you involved in the sacrifices that are going on?
We do on the night of the full moon. We do have a ban on food. We do place some food out for the Frostmaiden. The castle doesn't participate in this. It's more of a ritual for the townsfolk.
Okay, but are you guys enforcing them, or is that something that the townspeople want to do?
We facilitate it as much as they wish us to. We don't force it upon anyone.
Oh.
Many of the townsfolk, though, they will be grumpy with each other if they don't follow suit, but we'll mostly let them handle their own affair in that matter.
Okay.
With this tiefling, do we notice anything unusual about him? Like,
there's lots of things unusual about him. But he does seem to be as kind of weird, creepy, culty he is. he does seem to be kind of friendly and kind of just excited by having someone new come in.
Ask me,
Like something's definitely fishy here, but you haven't, like, he's been friendly outwardly as far as we've seen.
Like anything in terms of is there any kind of random glow about him, or his eyes looking super creepy, or I'm not saying the right words.
Only as creepy as a normal tiefling would be. I mean, I've got a picture of him, which I was hesitating because in this picture he is holding a weapon, which makes him seem creepier, I think, or more threatening. But he's not being threatening in any way. So I'm gonna share this image, but just note that he's not holding a weapon on you. That's what it looks like.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, so like slightly overweight uncle who's a tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay.
He seems very like upright and proper.
Heck,
And
very
upright
interested. He's very interested in the socks. Wants to know if he can get some of those.
We might have a tailor who could help you. And he'll call out, and he'll be like, Mayor, come in here, please. And a moment later, you do see that younger tiefling who was cleaning up in the Great Hall kind of poke in. He's like, could you get this what was your name, sir? The turtle friend?
Lanu.
Would you get Lanu a pair of socks from my wardrobe, please? And you see the younger one just like, yes, sir. He seems a little bit
over quick.
The younger one seems kind of afraid of Kadroth for some reason, but he's polite. He's like, yes, sir, and leaves.
All right. I'll wink at Kashesi. That's done.
Oh God, I should have asked this before. Okay, since this guy we know him, like I would have known him as somebody from the Nine Hells. Is this okay? How can I say this? Is this at all related to anything in my backstory, or is that just convenient?
Make either another religion or history check.
Okay, religion it is. Thank God. 19.
So this is information you knew before, but you may not have connected the pieces before. So Levistus is one of the archdevils. He is let me make sure I say the correct one. The Nine Hells is literally like 9 different like layers.
Mm-hmm.
He is the ruler over the one called Stygia, which number is it? And I feel like it's number 6 or 7. Tell me. I wish it was easier to just like search something and find the exact information I wanted instead of a big article that I have to sift through. I can find it another. I just want a number. I can look up Morton Keenan's Tome of Foes.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is for Earl does this correlate to where?
Here we go. Yeah, that's the 5th layer. Stygia is Levistus. So Levistus, so he's an archdevil, is the Lord of Stygia, but basically his outward appearance, he looks completely like a human. But the thing is, he's also imprisoned by Asmodeus, who is the Master Lord of the Nine Hells. So while given authority as the ruler of an entire layer, he's also imprisoned there. And his prison is basically a block of ice.
Oh.
So recalling that, suddenly things seem very personal to you.
Yeah.
In a way that you've kind of known this information before, like you've heard about these places and these lords of hell, but you've never
Seen one in person until now.
well, you never kind of connected that to what your family's going through in Caer.
And so would he be sort of like this physical embodiment of somebody who is imprisoning my family, essentially?
It's kind of more like someone who's in the same situation.
Okay. So I would almost have pity for him, potentially.
Maybe, but probably not so far, because while he is imprisoned there in this ice, he's also like the leader of a layer of hell.
Okay.
So you can only have but so much remorse for someone in that position.
Almost like unwilling sympathy, but not really.
Yeah, it's probably kind of like a weird, like, oh, I just realized something and it's weird. And kind of, I don't know, it probably kind of feels gross being connected somehow to this,
Okay. All right, so Earl's gonna probably just like be completely quiet. Just be like, oh shit.
Yeah, and a little bit later, Mare, the inner tiefling, will come back in with a pair of socks and hand them over to Jack.
Thank you. I throw them quickly in my shell.
And he kind of like, he does a little bow to you, and then tries and like runs back out.
Right.
And Kadroth will be like, oh, I happen to notice you guys are traveling with a rather large item. Is this something of importance?
Earl will kind of snap out and say, potentially to the speaker of the town, we'd like to talk to him about this when he's feeling better.
Yeah, Kadroth for the first time kind of puts on like a more saddened look, and like, I'm unsure if he's going to be well enough to talk to you, but I assure you he has given me the full confidence to act on his behalf.
I feel like this is more for the town. You probably wouldn't care about it because it's like more just like something for them, whatever.
Like, well, I will represent the town. Like that's why you came here, right?
Yes.
Kadroth, would you like some stew?
I have just eaten, but thank you, and as well, our kitchens are open to any of you if there's anything you would like.
Would. Oh, can we stay here? Don't have to move our item for a little while.
Certainly, we can make some arrangements. And he's like, Mayor, come in here, please.
Mayor?
Yeah, you see, you get that the child tiefling's name is Mare. Could you prepare a bed chambers for this group here, please? And it's like, yes, sir. And he scurries off.
I really think there's like actually an awkward silence happening.
Yeah.
Like 100%. We're all just like sitting there like we're not fully sitting in the chairs. We're kind of probably like perched on them very awkwardly and like just like
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
What?
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. Still like looking around at the flag, looking at the fish flag, and just looking around. I'm good.
If you say that, he kind of lights up. He's like, "It is exciting, isn't it?"
Look at my language.
And he's like, "Let's get drinks. Do you all want a round?"
God.
He's like, "Mayor's off. I'll be right back." And he'll walk out of the room.
If he's out of the room,
What do
I'm
y'all
like,
think
oh my god, guys, what are
about this
we
place? What do you mean? That's nice. See those socks?
Jack, this is somebody from one of the levels of hell. Maybe we should look past the sock.
But they know fashion.
I actually do agree with that. I mean, I'm creeped out, but fashion's quite on point.
So, okay, here's my thought. He said that he doesn't really care about the town doing the food and that the townspeople just do it for them. Is it bad if we just tell him that, like, that's what it is and it's for the town? I mean, they obviously don't need it here. You don't think he would try to take it? Or, like, what? He seemed pretty nonchalant about the whole them doing a sacrifice thing and that they do it because they want to. So, unless you think that they would try to use this for some evil purpose.
I mean, like, extremely spicy stew. When people can't handle it. I do get the feeling that they would probably have no interest in the cauldron, so they probably would not share it for that.
Like any power,
Earl,
it's their power.
with your passive perception, you hear some indistinct shouting in the other room. You can't you can't make out what they're saying, but it sounds like Kadroth, like raising his voice.
Can we tell if he's raising his voice at Mayor or anybody whom we've seen so far?
You're unsure. And the rest of you haven't heard it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Is there some sort
Just
of
stay here. More information, and then see what we want to do with the pot. We don't have to give it to him tonight.
He seems pretty
Hospitable.
he seems to be pretty ambivalent about helping the town. Definitely getting weird vibes from this guy, and
I don't know. I'm walking the line on it because I agree. I think using help, trying to get information from them while we can and being on their good side is probably smart. But I don't think he cares about the town. So I don't know. Earl, do you think that you know more about these people or their motives? Do you think that they would care about a pot that makes a bunch of soup?
I think in terms of how they could use it, but I don't think they would use it for good.
You think they would want to use it for something bad?
I think in terms of selling it or using it to further their cult-like mentality, yes.
Mm.
So be about now. He returns and he's holding a tray. It has a bottle of red wine and a bunch of glasses and basically an array of cheeses. He'll set it down and begin pouring. And excuse me, so I had to leave for a moment. The wait staff is disposed, but here we have some refreshments, and he'll.
And Earl's gonna ask, how are you able to have wine and cheese if the town couldn't even serve an ale? Like, how do you all have this fine food if the tavern only had chowder?
There are storage cellars. We have fine stores here, and we have goats on site that provide the dairy.
Would you all ever consider providing some of those resources to the town?
He kind of doesn't answer right away. He's kind of like handing you all a glass. He's like, well, the people have their own means, and this is provided to us to serve here. And it's like he kind of trails off for a minute, like he didn't really like understand your question.
I mean, he's like a rich, fancy guy. He doesn't really understand the concept of like share the wealth, you know.
I was looking through my scrolls. I did the math. The cauldron can do 360 meals per day. Even not many, not that many villagers.
Yeah, Jack, make an intelligence check. Just a straight intelligence.
I'm totally eating some of the cheese though, so.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it is a fine
Sorry.
goat's cheese.
I know we're like not supposed to be comfortable, but like the cheese will get me.
Six, just from what you saw on your way in this like one road town, there can't be more than 100 people living here. So yeah, this cauldron could give everyone in the town 3 meals a day and more.
Well, thank you so
And
much.
so as he like finishes chewing on some cheese, he'd be like, "So tell me about your travels." Candlekeep, it's pretty far south.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, the boat ride was like, whoo, you know. And the snow, avalanches, all sorts of crazy stuff. Man. Speaking of travels, do you happen to know of anyone named Valine Harple?
And he does seem to look a little bit nervous for a moment. I was like, "No, I can't say that I have."
Oh. We, came across someone who was looking for them. I thought you might know them. You seem like such a prominent figure that really knows everybody who's anybody, you know?
Hmm. And he kind of seems to like be thinking on it for a moment. Carpal, you said. I'll put a watch out.
Trying to catch him with the lady with the kobolds, you know?
Right.
Kobolds, tieflings, devilly things, yawling together. Can I? What was that? When I spoke with the ghost, the symbol that was like with the lines on it. What was that
The
for?
drawing?
Yeah.
That was where the fishermen were.
Okay, that's right. Okay. I was like, I thought that was that, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, and once you saw it, you kind of recognized, oh, that was a crude drawing of a cauldron.
Oh, haha. Okay, good. That's really funny. Okay.
And he'll kind of be like, "What? I don't mean to be rude, but you still haven't explained your object you're carrying with you."
Well, you see,
The bathtub.
our friend Jack here is quite a talented chef. This was his grandmammy's favorite pot. And he just, it's one of those things he can't travel without. So we've just been lugging it around from Candlekeep all the way up here. It's been a trek, but Jack says it's worth it. So
They are. They only make these pots on my island, so they're rare.
And so he kind of is like, he's kind of just sitting there, kind of like soaking in the story. He's like, really, really. Well, tomorrow I'll put you in touch with our chef. I'm sure you will have much to talk over. He is quite accomplished himself and has many of his own personal instruments.
Oh, let's make it a party. Do you have any musicians?
I was gonna say Dewey's like instruments.
It's kind of think like, that is something we seem to be lacking.
Oh.
American learned something.
The loot is out.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
you
die.
play? And he just gets all like excited.
I just kind of riff something on the spot because I feel like I'm comfortable still, but then like I'm playing the music, so I feel like I'm just getting into it. So
it's like you barely start playing. He's like, "Oh, excellent. My, what a show."
But Dewey loves it.
I told you these are our people.
Dewey just like gets more into it then, like it's like one of those things like you like start to forget the situation that you're in. You're just like, yeah.
So yeah, he is fully attentive to your performance.
Great.
God.
Yeah. I'll play a little bit,
Okay.
but I'll start to yawn, like very loudly and aggressively, like oh man, what a day.
So yeah, after a bit of that, there's the other door to the room that you haven't been through yet. It opens and a human man walks out, and Kadroth kind of. It takes him a moment to like notice, but he'll come and turn and like turn all the way around and look. It's like, Thoob, were you back there eavesdropping on us this whole time? That's extremely rude of you. And he just like starts like yelling at this guy. He's like, Thoob, get out of here now! And this man just walks through the other door like in a hurry, and Kadroth turns and like, I have to apologize for my servant. That was unacceptable.
Oh,
what did Thoob look like? What like was he like shifty looking? Was he like pleading looking? Do we get like any kind of look at him?
He's like a kind of average human man. Nothing super. Nothing stood out. Yeah, I have literally no visual description of him other than human. Well, yeah. So I'll say this: he was wearing one of those pendants around his neck. You did notice that. Where in this picture, Kadroth's is like blue, which that's surprising. Everyone else's is black. It's like a black crystal.
Could it's probably gonna get my history checks of not help tonight, but what the hell? Can I do a history check of those pendants, see if I would know anything, or
Sure.
Or maybe is there a way that I could cast somehow quietly? Either detect. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can touch that pendant without him recognizing what I'm doing, but I can't think of a way to do that.
Yeah, you'd have to get right up in there.
That would be the last thing Earl wants to do. Could I detect magic and aim it towards that pendant somehow?
Yeah, I think it's just a radius from you. I don't think you have to specifically point it at anything.
Yeah, with it, it's a radius of like 10 meters or 30 feet.
Yeah, so it's from you, 30 feet from you.
And like it says that if I cast it, I can see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and I learn its school of magic, if any.
Yeah, so the thing you would know, this has a verbal component and a somatic component. So in order to cast this, you have to say something and like move a certain way. So it's going to be pretty hard to disguise that you're casting a spell if you're trying to like do it sneakily.
Maybe if Dewey's giving this wonderful performance that our tiefling friends like, excellent, could I be doing that in the background?
Yeah, if you're trying to be sneaky, I'll say make either an Arcana check or a Stealth check to try to be sneaky.
I mean, you would, Earl, you would
you're being
also know
obvious
that
that
I
you
have
want me to,
divine
like, be-
sense.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, Earl, you know I'd have divine sense, and I might could do that more stealthily if you like nudge me to.
Okay.
Or if you're wanting to
Earl's
do
gonna
something,
play-
give me an eye that like you want me to be a little bit more flourishing and distract him more. I can do that too.
Yeah, Earl's gonna basically try to do this is gonna look weird, like flamenco dance like this a little bit, aka Dewey, do your thing.
Oh, okay. And I'll like look at you like, and then like if you just give me a little like wink or a nod, I'll be like, and then like I can.
And then
I
yeah,
will go
Jack,
hardcore into like. Do I know any interesting tiefling songs?
Just play Wonderwall.
Okay. It's always a hit.
All right, I'm gonna do divine sense.
Okay. Jack activates his divine sense. You can detect good and evil, and until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover. So you do this, you can tell that Kadroth has evil intentions, and the medallion he's wearing has some kind of evil energy in it.
Great.
Okay. At least we got confirmed that he's weird and creepy.
But tieflings are technically humanoids, so you don't detect any celestial fiends or undeads.
What did you say about the amulet?
It has some kind of evil energy.
Powers.
So you're basically
all right. I get really
detected as evil.
really disappointed.
You also
Kinda
the same thing you've detected before on Earl.
Oh man.
Okay.
Great.
Yep. And then I kind of send the word to Earl through motions or what have you that we ought to be careful for this person.
Oh, you act out those motions.
That's it.
So I imagine Earl through this entire conversation with this weird guy, and suddenly Jack's like, "This guy's weird."
Just kind of
Yeah,
rolls
that's
his
pretty
eyes.
much
He's
it.
like, thanks, buddy. No, this
It's the first time I'm. Yeah. That's so disappointing.
I've just been awkwardly eating cheese this entire time.
I mean, it is good cheese.
Are we all just looking at each other awkwardly wondering what the hell to do? If we need to run or what? Is that what's going on?
We're doing extra slow sips out the wine.
Jesus. Quilbrex, is there any chance that Earl can just try to communicate to Quilbreck, be like, any hints? If he could say it quietly or anything.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
What the heck? Okay, Quilbreck, for this goodness sakes, be good. Persuasion or perception?
Persuasion.
I should use these dice tonight. Natural 20, so 23.
Okay. Any hints? So yeah, you'll hear him respond "You've done good coming here. You don't need to talk to this moron."
Great. And Earl would just sort of say, who should we talk to? Want to lay the breadcrumbs a little further, buddy? Earl's kind of getting mildly annoyed. He's like, thanks for the help. Speed it along, please.
And you'll find her in time.
Her?
And he doesn't respond anymore. He's playing the pronoun game with you.
Demons, what are you going to do with them? Great.
And so I'll aside, I think it's fun that you're calling him a demon because he is technically a devil, which in D&D are very different. And so I think I don't know if you're doing that on purpose or just because you're calling him a demon, but I bet that really pisses him off, and I think that's funny.
In this case, Earl is kind of doing it intentionally because I feel like they sort of have this relationship that it's he doesn't want to like him and he wants to irk him, but he does kind of go to him when he's like, oh my god, what do I do next?
Mhm.
Oh, I'll try to keep the conversation going. Can you tell us more about your flag? Notice the fish on there.
The banner out in the main hall. Yes,
Yep.
that is the banner of the town, and I think I got a picture of that too. I don't have the actual flag, but I've got just the town banner as an artwork. That's the heraldry of Caer-Dineval. That goes back into the history of the town and this castle and the.
Is that a knucklehead?
It is. It just represents this town's vigilance and their proud fishing tradition.
You ever have time to do fishing yourself?
I'm not much one for the waters.
Me either, buddy.
But do you have a lot of people here with you as a part of? How many people are here in the castle with the black sword?
Oh, we keep a reasonable staff and some guards. We're a good crew, but we're always recruiting some more. Are you looking for a position here?
How do you recruit?
Oh,
How do you prove that someone is worthy of being part of the Black Swords?
Oh, usually we get individuals who have been qualified by Levistus himself.
So Levis himself is the one who decides whether someone is worthy.
Yes, we've all heard his call and answered it.
What was your experience like? How did you know that you were worthy of being part of the Black Swords?
I was many years ago when I was a young boy. I was lost. I was literally lost out in the wilderness. Had nowhere to turn to, had no sustenance, but I was saved. And I was brought back to town and healed and just taught the way of Levistus.
So Levistus found you in the wilderness and brought you here?
Over time, yes.
How long have you been here?
Oh, we've been offering our aid for the better part of a year.
oh.
So you've been offering aid after the long winter has been coming, and not before.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they came here because of it.
Because of right. I can't come up with the right questions here.
Oh.
I don't know y'all, but I'm pooped.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this party.
Great, we're just gonna spend the night with cultists from a devil. This is okay.
And he'll seeing you guys say this, they're like, yes, I grew tired myself. I will have you seen to your room, and I will bid you a good evening. It was nice to share this time with you, and I look forward to visiting with you more tomorrow.
Thank you for your
What time's
hospitality.
breakfast?
Yeah.
It will be served it's usually an hour or two before sunrise. It's the guards will eat here with their next shift change in the morning. Feel free to come and join them. If that's not to your liking, we could have something sent to your room. And basically, it'll just be like, kind of, do what you want. You're welcome here.
Well, I'd like to know more from these other guardsmen, like how they were recruited to the calling of Levistus.
Are you asking him that now, or are you just saying that?
I'm just saying it right
Okay.
now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't mean to metagame it.
Oh, that's fine. Kadroth will, as he says his good nights, he will head back to the other room that Thub came out of, and he shuts the door there, and you do hear the door lock behind him.
All right, let's go check out these rooms.
And yeah,
Like,
when you go back out the door to the main hall, that young tiefling mare is standing like right there, like awkwardly close to the door. And
Hello.
he'll be like, this way to your room. And he'll turn and start walking towards the stairs.
Are we leaving the
I'm
cauldron?
gonna ask him questions.
No, we're taking it with us.
Okay.
we got to take the cauldron with us.
And so yeah, walking up the stairs, you get a nice close-up view of that painting. And he heads to the left up the landing, and to the left again, up more stairs up to that balcony, and leads you down a door into it's kind of a narrow hallway. And at the end of the hallway, there's a door to the left and a door to the right. He opens the door to the left, and there is a rather fine bedroom set up here. Text on it. It's a large, it's basically just a fancy bedroom. A large gilded mirror is covering most of the east wall. And there's other furnishings include an ornately carved wooden table and chair. And there is a black cat on the bed. There is a fireplace, and when you come in, Mare checks it and fiddles with it and puts another log on the fire.
Are we all in the room and like the door is shut?
You are. It's the door is still open, and I'm guessing a couple of you are lagging behind carrying a cauldron.
Once everyone is in, I'm going to shut the door.
Okay, Mare will head out after attending to the fire.
No. Like I'm sure.
You want to shut him in?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I charm person on him?
Sure.
I feel like if anyone knows what's going on here, it's this kid.
Is the black cat like just a cat, or is that like a familiar or something?
You try and make a perception check or an arcana check or something.
My spell should be still going. My divine sense, right?
I think that's only one action that doesn't last for long.
Oh, okay. Remind
it's until the end of your next turn, which is like 6 seconds.
Okay.
Or 12 seconds.
Is he charmed?
Wait, you have to make a save.
Sorry, it's a 13 wisdom save.
Sorry, we're running long tonight. I think we're coming to a stopping point. He rolled a 17.
Oh shit. I'm still gonna ask him. I'm gonna say that like we're friends. Are you safe here?
And he looks a little bit nervous. He's like, yes.
Do you know what's Do you know what's going on here?
There's lots of things going on here.
Give us some food.
I can get you some food. What would you like?
Jack, that is not the important thing right now.
He seems confused.
We ate at the place. You had a bunch of cheese.
no, I was gonna give the kids something.
Okay. uh, okay.
Well, how long have you been here? Working here? How'd you come to be a servant here?
Kadroth found me. I was in Bryn Shander one day when I was begging for food. He found me and he took me here.
Oh, we've been there. I mean, do you want to stay here? Do you like see yourself working here for the next 10, 20 years?
What are your career goals?
I don't know how to leave.
Oh.
He'll kill me if I leave.
Oh, really? It's wild.
Can I get the sense that like he's being truthful with us and that we can like talk to him more about stuff?
Make a insight check.
Dirty 20.
You get the sense that he's mostly there's a sense of fear around him.
Yeah.
Directed at Kadroth.
Okay.
Like he's kind of doing what he's told based on he's afraid of what's going to happen if he doesn't.
Well, look, if you give us a little more information on them, maybe we can leave you better off than we found you.
I kind of want to ask, like, are we safe here for the night? Or does he think that we should be worried?
He's as safe here tonight as you are safe.
It's like you'll be fine if you behave.
How do we make sure that we behave and don't behave? Seems like you've seen some instances where people haven't behaved.
Just don't make him angry.
Did the town speaker make him angry?
I don't know. And he's starting to like look anxious. If you guys like blocking the door, he's like blocking his way out.
I'll let him leave if he's anxious.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, he'll scoot out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a copper piece on his way out.
Okay, he'll take it.
So, what do y'all think about that?
Well, seems like we're not. As long as we don't piss him off, we're at least okay for the night.
Was it Jack? You think he has evil intentions?
I really liked him. I really do, but something's off. I mean, I checked him out, and I don't know if it's his necklace or what. But yeah, something was off. I don't know if it's just to do with us or just in general. But we can get to know more of the servants. But I'm hesitant to let them in on our cauldron secret.
Did you check the cat?
Oh, yeah, when I rolled, sorry, I meant to say this earlier, just 10.
As far as I can tell, it's a cat. It seems friendly.
Okay.
It's just curled up on the bed right now.
How do tabaxis feel about cat? Like, I'm not really sure how to feel. Is it a kindred spirit type of a thing? Like,
I'm going to have to find out.
I'm patting the cat right now.
Yeah, the cat seems friendly. It'll start purring after a moment.
Yeah.
And probably after another moment, if you really get in there, it'll like flip over and start scratching you.
Yeah.
That's just what cats do.
Dewey, why don't you do that?
hey, I'm fine with some belly rubs.
But yeah, if you guys want to call
Awkward.
it there for the night, it is a weird situation, but you have a comfortable room. I guess the other thing I'll say, you do notice there's a window that looks out to the south of this room, and the window is kind of boarded up. And I think that's it. Yeah, the bed is large. I don't think all of you can get on it, but at least 2 people could get on it. And there's 2 windows, and they are boarded up, but it looks like it's set up to be like arrow slits, so as like a defensive position for the castle.
So it's like a nice furnished room, but it's like boarded up windows?
Yeah, so it looks like the windows were there. Like this room may have originally been more for a like a wartime purpose, to defend, like you can see out into the courtyard, to like shoot arrows out. And I think the windows might be boarded up more just to keep the cold out than anything, because there isn't actually a window there. But there is a fireplace, and there is a stack of logs that you can continue fueling the fire if you wish through the night.
Is there something we can do to push in front of the door? I don't really trust that someone won't like come in the night.
Well, you have the large cauldron.
Well, yeah. If that's been working, maybe we'd just do that.
A large turtle.
Yeah,
Are you
Jack, I
gonna-
guess the cauldron is your bed?
Yep, I'll lay back on it. Tonight
Okay.
my arms are dangling off.
Okay.
All right. And so with that, you guys can all take a long rest.
Ooh.
We'll pick up there next time.
Oh boy.
All right. Good game, everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah.